Hello everyone and welcome to the Flower Reacts. Got a video here on off of the Dirty Cops channel. Link in the description. When dumb cops raid the wrong house. Seems interesting. Just want to let everyone know, not against cops, just against some bad apples. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Police officers get search warrants that allow them to search specific apartments. But what happens when they break in the wrong apartment and start harassing innocent kids?
Oh no, that's a full-on raid.
Get on the ground! Your hands behind your back, buddy.
Oh,
Here are
man.
two crazy examples of cops breaking into the wrong house.
A bad tip from a confidential informant
Busting down doors,
raiding homes of innocent families.
pointing guns at children.
Let's go, cameras.
Kill cameras! Kill cameras!
Officers ordered to kill their body cameras.
Curtis Roberts, they live upstairs.
Starting off, the Chicago Police Department is under scrutiny for allegedly conducting wrongful raids by forcefully entering more than 50 homes. A specific case involving Officer Joseph Capello highlights the issue, as he acted on a tip from a confidential informant without conducting a thorough investigation or surveillance, leading to the forced entry of a home. Take a look.
Did you request the covert car?
We don't have one available to us in the patrol. Sometimes we don't have all the assets we need in terms to do extra surveillance, and there's an overtime issue, things of that nature.
This is gonna get
Superiors,
interesting,
a
I
prosecutor
think.
and a judge approved a warrant with insufficient credible information, and officers unlawfully broke into the home.
Got a Chicago police search warrant. Did a judge sign a warrant?
Ground! Your hands behind your back, buddy. You got anything on you?
No, sir. I got a pocket knife. Yes, sir. Right here.
Gonna lean this way.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear up there?
I'm right here. I'm right here, man. I'm right here.
This sucks too. Now you broke into the wrong house. You're supposed. There's a warrant. Sounds like it. They should have known where they were going. Yeah, you get a warrant signed. You got to put the location everywhere that you're going, where you're searching. I don't know what the warrant was exactly for. I'm zoning out. But yeah, like this poor kid didn't need to deal with this, especially. You know, that he's gonna remember this, and it's not even his family's deal. It's somebody else. Wrong place. I'm just curious on how they messed this up, because the warrant has to have details on it. The warrant has to specify location, what you're looking for, where you're gonna look, all of that. That's why that don't make sense to me.
Relax. Let me speak. Everything's fine, bud. Everything's fine.
And I thought it was for maybe the people up there, the people down here. And when you came like there with the flashlight, I called my husband. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Oh man.
Yes.
However, there's another problem.
Let's see.
Officer Capello, who was responsible for all this, was demanded to wear a body camera, but he didn't.
You were never disciplined for not wearing your body camera that day, correct?
That's correct.
He didn't wear
I
his
wasn't
body camera.
punished in any way.
What are you hiding,
No
guy?
reprimand or anything like that.
Did anybody talk to you about the investigation that you did?
No.
Luckily, the other
That's
two
him.
officers, Officer Guzman and Officer
Or is it-
Hernandez,
that's
had a body
Hernandez, my
camera
bad.
on. It was almost 1 a.m. as they found out that the apartment they just broke into wasn't the right one.
He gave us the wrong fucking apartment.
What the
He gave us the wrong apartment. He gave us the wrong apartment.
He's trying to. He gave us the wrong apartment, but I think he's trying to justify what he just did. He messed up, and instead of owning up, he's gonna try to weasel his way out of this. Let's see.
He said up the stairs, and it's the first door right there. He gave us the wrong apartment. Remember the pictures I gave you?
Looking for validation out of the other cop. He even looks scared. You know you messed up. He lives down. First floor.
Based on the windows in the picture.
Despite having no legal basis to be inside the apartment, the officers keep searching, hoping to find something that justifies their actions. A classic thing a dirty cop would do.
Trying to
continue to do a search.
Yeah, just like he said, they're trying to make up the story as it's going. You know, they said it was first floor up. Or did he tell you it was the first floor? I mean, you should have made sure. If you're not 100%, don't be going into houses.
But it wasn't like a systematic search where I was lifting things up and throwing things around, and I was kind of just doing a
Look at him.
I wasn't really doing a search of this residence.
I don't know. I always do that. I know you can't see me point, but that's bullshit. They're searching. If you're moving things out of the way, that's a search. There you go. You're not looking around. You're moving stuff. You're doing a search.
Just throw a party for me.
No, it's not. You signed off on it.
Oh.
You signed off on it.
Okay, I'm gonna continue this. Let's see what happens. This is crazy. Nothing.
Despite department rules, Miss Mendez, the apartment's owner, hadn't received the warrant despite the officers being in the wrong house.
Oh, that's an issue. You have to give them the warrant, tell them what it is. Well, you don't even got to tell them, but let them go through it, whatever, get out of the house. That's how that works. You don't just go in. You have to give that piece of paper with the judge's signature to somebody.
I don't know their name. It's a African-American couple that live upstairs. How did this ever happen? Me and my husband have
That's
never
why
been in
you're going to
trouble
get a
with the
copy of the
police.
search warrant.
Okay.
I don't understand, like, our door getting kicked
The
in.
copy
and
of
all
a
this kind
search
stuff. We've never been in
warrant.
trouble with the law.
That search warrant ain't gonna have the correct address on it.
Shortly after, she notices a warrant on the table and decides to grab it to see what's going on. What she finds out is shocking.
Curtis Roberts, they live upstairs.
Oh. Ooh, and they went in hard. I mean, these poor kids. I feel bad for the kids. The adults are about to let these guys have it. Ooh, dang, y'all messed up. You gotta go upstairs. One more floor, guys. One more. Just one more. You would have made it. You would have made it. The problem here is like, he didn't fact check any of it. He didn't make sure he was going to the right address or anything. And then to try to cover it up after the fact, you know? Hey, bro, if you really didn't know or you thought for sure this was your house, great. But own up to it. If you messed up, you messed up. But you should probably be a little more careful with these types of things. You can't be playing with this.
They live upstairs.
Why don't you just...
Ooh, I'd be
It's
pissed.
the couple upstairs. He's on house arrest and all this other kind of bullshit. No, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this.
You keep it. Like I told you, that's what it was for.
No, Curtis Roberts lives upstairs.
Okay, the information we got said he lived on the second floor.
She's gonna go to an attorney and
Okay, baby, that's all right. Relax.
they're fucked.
Yes, I can tell you he lives upstairs.
How do you know him?
I seen the mail.
Because you got the paper.
You know, we got wrong information.
No, that's okay.
When the officers
stay
finally
quiet.
left,
That's
the
okay.
Mendez
That's
family
fine.
filed multiple lawsuits against the department and the city, trying to bring an end to their unlawful break-ins.
8 a.m. today, my law firm filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against the city of Chicago.
They didn't repair the damage or replace broken items and never arrested anyone connected to the raid on the Mendez family.
Was providing narcotics for that area and still is to this very day.
Did the Chicago police ever go back and hit the correct apartment, the apartment where the targets actually lived?
No.
What?
Only one correct.
So a judge issued a warrant that never was executed. They didn't even go take care of the problem they were supposed to. One floor up. Wow. Well, who does that? You got a warrant, you messed up, you went into the wrong house, at least finish your job. At least finish your work, man. Go finish your warrant. You're that into warrants. You're that into going into people's houses. Go finish the next warrant, man. Well, actually, the first one didn't have a warrant. You didn't look at it.
Was arrested in many of the raids,
Oh my
but no
goodness.
one was prosecuted, and it took over 5 years for COPA to recommend suspensions for officers and supervisors
5
involved
years.
in the wrongful raid.
5
These
years.
experienced officers, not rookies, were responsible for violating
Something's
procedural
gotta
safeguards
give.
designed
That's
to
some
protect
crap.
citizens' Fourth Amendment rights.
Is there something preventing you from contacting a utility company to find out who the account holder of record for that apartment was?
I didn't know I was aware I was able to do that.
That wasn't something that you were trained on in the police academy?
No, I was not.
They keep making
Follow
mistakes
up.
that lead to them
You
being
were
questioned
trained
a
on
lot,
how to follow
and unless
up,
they
bro.
change, they'll continue facing these problems in the future.
Judge Burns ask you any questions about your complaint for search warrant or any of the information in your complaint?
No.
It's easy to mess around when the taxpayers pay for your salary, isn't it?
Everyone on the team was more than polite to the whole family.
Get on the ground!
They were treated with the utmost respect through the whole time in the search warrant.
This really upsets me because this interview is nothing but a lie. His integrity is just not there. It probably will never be there. Probably was at one point, but this guy just lying through his teeth. They weren't rude after the fact because they got in trouble. They knew they were in trouble. But during that whole raid, I mean, it was kind of crazy.
Reprimand or anything like that.
Did anybody talk to you about the investigation that you did?
No.
Next up, on the morning of March 12,
Right on, let's see what this
2023,
is.
a group of law enforcement officers arrived at the residence of Lance Thornton, a 52-year-old resident of Erie, Pennsylvania. Before announcing their presence by knocking on the door, they removed Mr. Thornton's doorbell camera. Due to Mr. Thornton's early onset dementia, he did not respond promptly, prompting the officers to begin forcibly entering the property. However, he eventually appeared at the door and began recording the interaction with the officers on his cell phone. Take a look at this
That's messed up. I don't know what laws you'd be breaking there, but to take somebody's door cam off, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious.
madness.
We're not here for you. Then I'm being told to put my phone down. I was told I had a right to pull it. That is my rental car. What is going? You're not allowed inside. I want to know what's going on. Then you tell me
RoboCop.
right now.
You see him? He's got
No,
everything
this is my
on.
house. No, you're gonna.
Shield and all. What is going on?
No, there's nobody in my house.
What did he say?
Okay.
All right, can we go in and look to make sure he's not in there?
No, I swear to you right now. Okay, right now. No, I don't know. I do not like your attitude and the way you came across. Because I said, I'm going to pull my phone out of my pocket, and you said yes. When I said I'm going to start recording, you told me to turn it off.
You
I'm
can
gonna get it
record
every
all
one of
you
these
want,
I
dude. Don't
know
worry
what's
about
going
it.
on here.
Okay, a tip came in that this guy is staying at your house. Understand? Over the weekend.
Who are you guys with?
U.S. Marshals, EPD SWAT.
What's
PSP,
EPD?
Erie Police.
Okay, keep going.
And PSP.
What's PSP? Okay, I'm shaking right now. Right now, if this is true, what you're telling me,
Yes.
I give you full permission, full run of my house.
You know this guy.
Sir, I already answered that
I
question,
get that.
asked and answered.
But here's the thing, there's a reason why this tip was called into the Marshals. There's a connection between you and this guy.
ER doctor.
Who's your wife? Is there another girl, woman that stays here? Girl.
No,
Nobody else?
no,
Okay, who?
my daughter.
Okay, where does she stay at?
She lives in Washington, D.C. This is my daughter?
We don't know. Okay. Again, this is a tip that's called into from to U.S. Marshals and PSP hotline. Okay, saying that this guy is staying here at your house right now. This weekend.
Go inside, guys. Go inside.
Well, we will in a second. We don't have to go more than just two guys, but that's why we're here is to show force we are.
Who's fixing my door? Because you broke it the way you kicked it.
Stop.
No,
They kicked this dude's door in. What is going on? This
I saw the inside. The door?
guy looks like a
whoever's
deer
kicking
in the
that door,
headlights.
When I was coming downstairs peacefully, you had to hear my feet coming. Someone's paying for this, so go ahead, do your thing.
That's fine.
Do your job, because you have me so scared right now and so mad.
I appreciate that.
Do you guys have a warrant, by the way? No, do you have a warrant for my house? I'm just asking so I know. You didn't have a...
Oh,
I'm
then
giving you consent, but I can withdraw it at any time, right? Because I'm scared right now.
The officers
He
claimed
understands
they had
his
the right
rights.
to enter Mr. Thornton's home based on his consent, even though he had dementia. Typically, entering a private residence without a warrant is seen as unjustified unless there's an urgent need. When assessing consent, courts usually consider the officer's perception.
exigent circumstances or consent. So somebody's life in danger. Somebody's you hear something happening in there like violence, Yeah, justifiable. You're trying to save a life.
And although
But
the
other than
officer's
that,
belief
no.
might be seen as reasonable, Mr. Thornton's dementia and his expressed fear could still influence the final decision, although this is less likely due to the lenient standards for evaluating consent.
Ambulances, a SWAT truck, lots of cars, and a rude officer. What's the relationship with my daughter? Why? This is total transparency because I'm just getting you permission to walk into my house. I can withdraw it right now. So you tell me now where I withdraw. I'm gonna draw this consent.
Good.
Sir,
Good.
get out of my house. I'm withdrawing consent. I'm withdrawing consent.
And they're gonna
You now hear it
continue,
on
aren't
camera.
they?
They're still moving forward. They're still going in. I withdrew my consent. You guys even knew I could do it. They're still searching.
Come on, new guy, go
already
tell
pulled them
him.
out.
He withdrew his consent, guys. You guys need to get out.
I said, can I withdraw consent? And you said yes on camera. And I did. I did not just withdraw it.
Go inside and tell your officers to get out. He withdrew his consent. He doesn't want you in the house. There we go.
I have Alzheimer's. I have dementia right now, and I'm really scared. I told him to stop the consent until I got the truth, and you already told him, and he's still searching my house.
This guy sounds like he's diagnosed with some things. He's gone, and he's telling him right out, I'm withdrawing consent. Get them out of my house. I let you guys in my home, but you guys won't tell me what's going on? Okay, well then get out of my house. Why am I working to help you guys when you guys can't even tell me what's going on? And I agree with that to an extent. There's some things some people don't need to know, but this, there's no back to this. There's no background to it. This guy's just making stories about his daughter or something else. Some connection he has with someone.
I have enough security cameras in there. They're on scared. They heard me withdraw consent, and they're still continuing in there after I withdraw.
I know.
Mr. Thornton
This guy
claims
knows his
officers
rights.
conducted an illegal search by continuing
That's
after
scary
he
for
withdrew
these
consent,
officers,
likely violating
especially
the Fourth Amendment.
Because I want the truth. I got one on.
Because he will push his suit. This guy, this type of guy, oh yeah.
I apologize. I'm getting frustrated.
And rightfully
I'm
so.
standing here in the cold in pajamas. I
Protect
said,
your rights,
I'm gonna reach
guys.
in my pocket. I'm gonna grab my phone. And I was told yes. And then I said I'm gonna start recording. And then I started hearing officers tell me no. Put the phone away. I'm not allowed to record. I have all this going on, and then they still continue to go through there after knowing right now they're doing an illegal search.
So, guys, I know we talked about it briefly, but yeah, to search a home, you need a warrant, exigent circumstances, kind of like we talked about, emergencies, things like that, where I know in Colorado they got fresh pursuit. If you see somebody run into a house, you can run into that house and chase it down. But there's ways of doing this when you're sitting on nothing. There's no warrant at all. This guy gave consent. Now he's withdrawing consent. How long have they been in there searching after the withdrawal? And yeah, this guy's gonna get his, man. Protect your rights. If that those are your rights. That's what you're entitled to. And he's protecting them just the way he knows how, and he knows his rights. It sounds like.
I radioed to them to tell them to stop.
I stood right here. They stared at me when I told them I withdraw consent. So right now, my Fourth Amendment is being violated.
Yes, sir.
Like I told you, this has to do with
It's disappointing.
Right.
We received a tip through Crime Stoppers regarding this. Okay. And the tip said
that person was at your residence from this weekend.
The officers used an anonymous tip as the reason to search
An
Mr. Thornton's home,
anonymous
but
tip.
it's probable that a court would consider this tip insufficient to justify probable cause or reasonable suspicion,
Yeah, there's
especially
nothing
since
there.
a judge had previously denied a warrant due to the same lack of probable cause.
Right now, there's an illegal search going on in my house. That's what I care about because I wanted them out. I totally respect your position. I totally respect what you're doing. I know you guys are scared. You guys have somebody wanted. But I do not understand the show of force and the aggressiveness towards me because this is my home. I gave you my medical condition and you guys still are doing this. See, and they're upstairs now. You said they're on their way out.
Following the search of Mr. Thornton's home without finding
Let's
the
see.
suspect,
Yep,
the
that's where he
officers
got-
departed, leaving the front door unable to be securely closed or locked, and causing damage to his doorbell camera. Mr. Thornton's request for the body camera footage related to the incident was denied, and he believes this denial may have played a role in a subsequent stroke he experienced.
And let's remember, these were wrong houses. That wasn't even a house. The tip that they got probably wasn't even to that house. Man, that's crazy. Blows my mind. Anyways, guys, tell me what you guys think of these two situations down in the comments. I think they're interesting. I was curious on the door cam. What are the legalities there? If any of you guys know, let me know down in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. Anyways, if you like the video, hit like, subscribe, and if you want to see future content, hit that bell. It'll ring for you guys. Anyways, take care. Thank you for watching. Good night.